Welcome back to the podcast. It's your girl, Kamie Crawford. And today, I have somebody here that I feel like we have known each other before. I have Violet Benson, obviously, daddy issues, host of the Almost Adulting podcast, and fellow Scorpio.
Oh!
You took off your jacket and I saw the Scorpio and I was like, this is the reason. This is why.
Yeah, I actually just got it yesterday, and I was like, I have to wear this because it's
fucking
me.
obsessed. I'm obsessed. When's your birthday?
November 15.
Oh, so you're a November Scorpio. So you're like a real, true Scorpio.
I think. Oh, you're October?
October 25th.
So this is when I don't talk shit about October Scorpios.
And I'll save my November Scorpio shit because y'all are crazy.
No.
Yes.
First of all, everyone knows October female Scorpios are so wild, hold grudges, more party freaks, and all that. November Scorpios, we're more calm. We get over things faster. I would say we're the better version of you guys.
All the November Scorpios that I know love to fight.
Really?
Yes.
Physically or emotionally?
Both.
Well, when I was young, I was actually talking about this with my assistant. I forgot that when I was young, I must have had so much in rage inside of me. That was like one of those, you know how sometimes you see someone and you're like, I'm not going to fight that person because she seems like something's off with her.
Yeah. That was you?
I realized that was me. I would just be I was always just waiting for someone to jump me.
Did you watch Bad Girls Club a lot? Because I did. And I felt like that. Every time I finished watching Bad Girls Club, I wanted to go fucking punch someone.
No, but I wouldn't start. It was more emotional. It was this way where I say things to kind of irritate people because it makes me laugh. When I was younger, I would just wanted to get a rise out of people. And then I would just wait to get punched. But I think it's because they see it in my eyes. My eyes would just be when they were getting, I was just like, it's happening. Finally. And people would see it in my eyes and be like, okay, this bitch is crazy.
What's your rising?
My rising is a Libra. What about you?
What's your moon?
Aquarius. So it makes me very detached.
Wow. Double air and water. So my rising is Libra and then my moon is Virgo. So that keeps me very much together. But then the Libra is a fucking mess. And then I'm a Sagittarius Venus, which is a whole other topic.
Whoa, really?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean then when do you fall in love fast? How is that for you?
Oh, I literally met someone the other day and I'm in love with him.
Okay, but that's me too.
That was
and my
3 days
rising,
ago.
my Venus is a Libra. I'm the first day I'm just I love him.
Yeah.
I'm did I feel like this before?
Yeah. And my sister's an Aquarius and she's the same as me. So I can I can say that to her, but all of my other sisters are like, you're fucking insane. You just met this person. I'm like, yeah, but I'm in love with him. We're getting married. We're having kids.
But I keep it inside. I feel because my Venus is in Libra. Well, I like to be very girly and
flirty.
Cute. And I love flirting. I'm such a flirt. But then I think whenever I like someone, I accidentally change myself a little bit for them. It's I date a basketball player. Suddenly I'm just I was watching the Lakers versus the Heat people.
I was watching the Dolphins.
And basketball's so
Nets
cool.
game.
I'm really into it. Or suddenly some guys into music. Suddenly I'm I love indie music, and so I actually genuinely get into it.
I think that my Libra moon has had me do the same since childhood.
Wait, your moon is Virgo.
My moon is Libra.
You just said
my rising is Virgo.
You got those two mixed up in the beginning.
Did I?
I think you should, figure out what you're talking about.
Oh my God. See, that's the fucking Libra in me. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. No, I'm a Libra moon.
Oh, interesting.
Virgo rising.
Well, some say that when you get older, your rising doesn't mean anything because your rising is a mask you put on when you are around new people. It's who you pretend to be. So when you're younger, you're pretending to be someone else.
Right.
Your moon is your real emotions when you're alone. So
right.
Some say that as you get older, the rising doesn't matter anymore and your moon becomes your real sign because you're finally comfortable with being who you are.
Meanwhile,
supposedly.
I'm hoping that the Virgo kicks in at any given day. I'm because some days I'll just be fuck it. Who cares? I don't want to do shit. And then I'm Virgo, tap in here.
I feel being a Libra is so fun. When I think of Libra, I think of For example, have you ever seen Gossip Girl, the original one? So Serena, one time I was writing a blog and I wrote like all the zodiac signs for them, and I was just said 100% Serena is a Libra because she's flirty, she's always falling in love, she dresses the best, she's very politically correct, like she never wants to start fights with anyone, so it kind of puts her in trouble all the time, like is so careless, and I love that about Libras. Like for me, I overthink everything. And as an Aquarius moon, I have such a need to be an independent person, and like to stand away from everyone else. Like even if I was obsessed with chocolate, if everyone else is eating chocolate, I'm gonna be like, nope, not my thing anymore, I'm not doing it.
Meanwhile, with dating, yes, I love basketball.
It's really conflicting.
Of course I love hunting. What do you mean?
Oh my God, I'm such a big fan of hunting.
Camping?
No, you don't understand. One time I dated this guy and I never see the red flags in them. And then after we stopped dating is when I finally admit things to my friends. And I'll like tell them things. Oh yeah,
you can't tell them during.
No, yeah, because then I can't date the person.
No, I don't want to hear. No, I don't want to hear what I don't want to hear.
So when we stopped dating and I could finally, and I know once I tell my friends or my mom the things about that person, that means I can never go back. So that's why I do it.
Accountability.
And I was telling my friend, like, yeah, you know what? Now that I think about it, this blank person, one time he did make some joke that if I ever piss him off or break his heart, he has ice, the number of ice in his phone, and he can call and deport me. And I was like, that's so silly, babe. Like I got a green card. Like I'm like, you wouldn't be able to get me deported. And I just, brushed over my head. And my friend was like this.
The same face that I'm making right now?
She was like, wait, what? Okay, first of all, this person told you he's going to deport you? And I'm like, yeah, but like, I'm like, it's fine. I'm a citizen now. So like, he can't. She goes, wait, hold on. Why does he have ICE's number in his phone?
That's the question.
And I was like, right. I didn't think about that. Like it completely went over my head.
How many girls has he had deported is what I want to know. It's like he's like fetishizing foreign girls so that he can deport them. That's fucking
literally
weird.
Like holding it over them. But I like the fact that I was like, oh, that was him flirting with me. What a silly thing.
He's so funny.
And then when you wake up, you're like, I think he's a sociopath and a murderer and a bad person. Crazy. Okay.
I think that's great. I think that's great. Have you talked to him again?
Well, not for a while, but now he's just like, I think a lot of guys are like this in a sense where you can be their dream girl, whatever, they pursue you, they get you. You get comfortable within a week, me a couple of days, I'm just already myself.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. You're just like, cool, this person chased me for so long, they like me.
Yeah.
Okay, I can be myself.
Yeah.
And then they're like, that's a lot. Or, what else is out there?
Why are they like that?
Then you say, okay, fine, let them go. Okay, you don't want to put effort, goodbye. And then they try to be your friend for the rest of your life.
Right.
They just never leave.
Right.
That's his thing now.
And like sit idly until you find happiness elsewhere, and then they're like, did you ever see anything between us? Like, yeah, bitch, the whole fucking week that I was blowing up your phone trying to hang out with you, of course I saw something with you then.
That's so fun. Are you very open when you like someone, or are you very secretive about it? Since you are a Scorpio?
Very
Me
secretive.
too.
Like you'll never know.
Like I'm so obsessed with guys, but on the outside they're just like, do you even like me?
No.
And I'm just like, no. Are you joking? I'm so fucking obsessed with you. I'm so into you. I actually have a problem with like quote unquote love bombing in the beginning. Now I'm like, I'll be like, wow, you're so hot. Like I'm so into you. Like I just like, is it like, are you feeling this too? Are we on the same page right now? But then when we part ways, within a day or two, I'm like, oh my God, we're moving too fast. Let's slow down. Let's just be friends. Then 3 hours later, do you want to come over and fuck? Yeah. And then they're like, oh my God, what is going on with you?
Like this girl is fucking driving me insane. No, I try to keep my feelings to myself until I know that the person is absolutely obsessed with me. Like as a Scorpio, this is like my toxic Scorpio trait. I want for you to be so fucking obsessed with me. I want for you to want to live in my skin, but I also want for you to leave me alone.
Same. But I feel like my bad Scorpio tendency is that my ego, I just assume the person's obsessed with me.
1000%. God complex. Fully.
It's the worst. It's this Kanye God complex where every time I also assume the person's not talking to anyone else. And then and every time I find out that they are. And every time I'm surprised.
Shocked.
Every time. I'm just like, wait, what?
It's unfathomable. What do you mean you're talking? Who cares about anybody else when I'm around? Are you insane?
Yeah. Like it's a good trait because then have less time to, to get too much in our heads and be jealous since we can be possessive. But then it's a bad trait because then I'm thinking we're probably more ahead in the relationship than we really are.
It's delusional.
Yeah.
Delusional girls. Like it happens to me all the time. But I genuinely think, and I think it's also the Libra in us, of course you're in love with me. Like, naturally.
Yeah.
Who's not?
Exactly. Like, I look so cute for you, like, and you were giggling at my jokes, and like, because when people first meet me, they're like, you're so unique, and then afterwards they're like, you're too unique. So like,
it's the Aquarius. Yeah. You're like, wait a minute.
A little too unique.
Wait a minute.
Like, my ex-boyfriend used to always be like dramatic, and I'd be like, I get worried that you're gonna think that I'm boring. That's my biggest fear. My ex-boyfriend always kept saying, like, that is literally the one thing you're not. Like, I actually wish you were a little more boring. Please.
He's like,
stop.
I couldn't even get you to be boring if I tried to.
You know, something really fun my ex-boyfriend used to do that I was going to talk in my episodes, but honestly, I'm not going to talk about it on my podcast until cheating month, which is August.
There's a cheating month?
Yeah, so on my podcast now, Almost Adulting, previously known as Too Tired to Be Crazy, which everyone gets confused why I just randomly changed the name.
It's a rebrand, bitch.
Yeah, I felt the need for it.
Yes.
Because I didn't like using the word crazy in my vocabulary anymore. That was very important for me, and for my listeners to not say that word. Even if we're too tired for it, we're still putting in our bodies.
Yeah.
So I didn't like it, so I changed it. But so now every month I have a different topic, and I focus on it. Like right now when we're recording, I don't know when this comes out, when we're recording, it's May. Right. And May is mental health month. Right. So it's all about mental health. Then I have next month is all about casual hookups. And after that, it's love. Then after that, it's cheating.
We love a good theme.
I love it. So I'll just tell you this now. I was going to keep it. I'll tell you this now. It's hilarious. So my ex-boyfriend used to play this fun game with me where he used to prank me that he was cheating on me with the girls he was cheating on me with. Like, I'm sorry, but that's like kind of my... Every time I think about it, I'm kind of amazed. Like, that's pretty clever.
Is that a prank or is that an admission of guilt?
Both. And it's really like, if you want to hide something, hide it in plain sight. That's how they say it. So that's kind of what was happening. He was pranking me that he was cheating on me while he was actually cheating on me with the girls he was cheating on me with.
How was he executing these quote unquote pranks?
He would just different ways. Like one time he thought it'd be funny to have his best friend call me and be like, I'm freaking out. Like, I can't reach blank Leo. Let's call him Leo. That's a sign. I can't reach Leo.
Oh my God.
I think he's with blank. And I'll be like, and I always stayed really calm. So I would just be like, oh, I'm sure it's nothing. Oh, I'm sure they're really close. Sorry.
She's like his sister.
No, because I think when I was younger, daddy issues, I was just so desperate to be loved, and I still didn't know what love was, and I'm so used to having an emotionally unavailable father. That's the relationships I was pursuing. I was with my ex on and off for 7-8 years.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm obviously very low self-esteem and didn't love myself for that long. But so for me, I think I was just avoiding. I think in the back of my head I had a suspicion, but it was very just because then if I know, then I have to deal with it.
Right. And I honestly feel like if my future husband is listening to this, don't.
No. If I find out, I'll kill them.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, it's an ego thing. I don't want to know.
I don't know what I don't know, and it can't hurt me if I don't know it.
It's for me, and it's going to sound terrible, but you know what, you guys, to each their own, and we're all different humans, and people have to get used to the fact that we do not all have the same opinions. So I'm just going to say what my thoughts are.
Just say that shit.
I think for me, I think it's a Scorpio thing. It's almost like if you do something I don't want to know, but if you do something that somehow publicly embarrasses me, unforgivable.
Unfucking forgivable. I hate public shit. I was just saying this last night. I cannot stand public shit. I don't care if it's an argument. Like, we'll handle it in the fucking car.
I'm like that too.
We will handle it when we get home, and I will put on the biggest smile and fucking prance around and pass out cupcakes if that's what
that's
it
why
takes.
That's why Scorpios are so scary.
So scary
because we're just calm. Like when I'm the maddest, I'm calm. I'm very calm.
Very, very calm.
I don't yell nothing, and but also there's if you really want to prove how angry you are, it's not the loudest person in the room. Because if you're yelling, I'm not going to pay attention to you. I'm not going to take you seriously. But when you're calm and you lower your voice.
Oh, yeah.
And the minute you lower your voice, the other person has to stop speaking because they have to hear you and they have to get closer. So now you lower your voice and you're serious and you just look at them and you're like, I'm not interested in being spoken to like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Silence. Yeah. They're just going to be like, oh my fucking God.
That's my ex was a Gemini, and the way that we would argue was so different because he would be like screaming and jumping up and why don't you care about this? And I would sit there and I'd be like, you let me know when you're done. And then I'll chime in. Are you done? Oh, you're not. All right. Keep going. You're finished? Okay, great. So here's what I'm going to tell you.
Yeah. That's scary.
Here's what I need to tell you, because apparently you're mistaking this for a discussion and it's not. This is what and that is crazy. Like that.
No, it's not.
I feel like it, and we're eliminating the word crazy. That is insane.
Oh, that's so much better. Yeah, you got it.
No, because like the other person.
Too tired to be insane.
Well, I think for Scorpios, like people tend to think that we don't care, even though we care the most. Like we care very, very deeply about a lot of things.
We care so much that we're able to look the other way a lot of things as long as it's in private.
Yeah.
But like when I found out my ex was cheating on me and he finally admitted it, because I will always ask him and he'd be like, no. And then I remember one day I was like, are you cheating on me? And he was like, yeah, I used to cheat on you. I was like, wait, what? Oh, hold up. And he's like, I mean, what's the point to keep lying? Yeah,
because he's exhausted from these pranks.
Yeah,
he's
and I was
tired.
just like, wait, what? And I kept like naming all these times that I was just kind of thinking he cheated on me. And then I was like, wait, what about this time? He goes, yeah. I'm like, with that time, yeah. I'm like, that. I'm like, oh my God. So then I found out basically everyone around us knew except me. So that's not fun. Like that's when it's embarrassing because you're that idiot girlfriend.
I fucking hate
that's
that.
getting cheated on all the time.
I hate that. I hate giving anyone, because I feel like for Scorpios too, like I can see this about you. We're very open. Like we talk about pretty much anything, but then we're also very reserved in like
we're open about. I think here's the difference we don't understand. People also think I'm very open. I choose what to be open about.
Exactly.
So it's in my control. Mm-hmm. I don't like when I lose control. I have a hard time with that. And when I lose control and suddenly you catch me, like even if my temper goes high and I slip and suddenly I say something I didn't mean, that's the worst.
Because we're intentional. So when we say something that we don't, this is just the topic today is not Scorpios, but it is. Always. Because we're intentional about what we say, it is very rare that I regret anything that I say, because I think about everything that I say before I say it. Like I'm not going to say something that is so like out the box because of that like self-control.
I should regret a lot of the things I say, but I don't. Right. But I'm pretty sure I should, because some of the texts I send in the past, I've been like, even sometimes I looked and I was just like, oh, okay, wow, that was a lot.
But despite all of our other ramblings, today's episode is all about dating stories from hell, because I saw you post, I think it was either on your podcast or like a video, you said that you are done with dating. Now,
yes.
Did you mean this literally?
Well, it was a joke, but it was like, wait, I think I'm serious. Well, a lot of things I post, sometimes it's a joke, like I'm just in the mood. But technically, yeah, I guess I was done dating. Then I met someone and then it didn't work out. So then I was like, oh yeah, I should have been done dating. So I'm back to being done dating.
I fucking hate proving myself right. That shit pisses me off.
Well,
every single time.
Scientifically, the reason you're proving yourself right is because if you keep saying every guy I date cheats on me, then you are subconsciously, your brain is now trying to prove yourself to be correct, and you're subconsciously looking for those people, and that's why you keep attracting people who cheat on you. So me saying everyone I date is emotionally unavailable, yeah, I'm gonna keep dating those people. So, but actually, I just had this great guy on my podcast, Mark Groves from Create the Love, and he even told me that I need to stop saying that I'm emotionally unavailable, because then I'm closing myself off. That's why it's so important. The things that we say, we're so mean to ourselves, we don't realize, you know?
No, it's so true. Like, imagine if we fed ourselves all the positive shit that, like, we write in our friends' comments on Instagram. Like,
I know, yeah. Sometimes, like, listeners DM me something really nice, and I look at it, and I'm just, like, always in tears. I'm like, that's so nice. You think that about me?
Yeah.
So sweet.
I'm your role model.
What?
I know. I take those comments, like, very, very much to heart.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so we're not fully done with dating.
I'm done with dating.
Oh, okay.
Done.
Until you meet somebody that you love.
Until I meet someone that I love.
Tonight.
Yeah. That's it. As of right now, in this moment, I'm done. I don't know who I'm going to be 2 hours from now.
Right, of course.
We change all the time.
People change.
We
evolve.
Yeah. So, right now.
Right. Done.
Yeah.
Over it.
Are you?
I'm fully dating.
Oh, okay. That's
having
nice.
blast. But I also didn't date for 5 years because I was in a relationship.
Well, I would hope you weren't dating.
Yeah, right.
You're in a relationship.
I mean, it makes it difficult.
Technically, you were dating the person you were with.
Oh, right. Yeah, him.
Yeah.
But
so-
he's eliminated
Yeah.
from brain. Gone.
Yeah.
Out. So now we can reintroduce.
And he was
new
a Gemini?
people. Gemini.
Well, look at us dating. Our signs are completely not compatible with us.
It makes no sense.
My other ex-boyfriend was a Gemini.
No, the one who was pranking?
No, that was a Leo.
Sounds like a Gemini.
No. My Gemini boyfriend was very chill.
Really?
And, like, laid back.
Was he May?
No, he must have been June. He was just like so laid back. Like, actually, we had the easiest relationship. Even when we were breaking up, when he would dump me like every other weekend to hook up with other girls, at least, you know what?
Oh my God.
I'm gonna be such a pick me girl. You know what? At least he came back. He chose me.
He knew where home was.
Or like my Leo ex-boyfriend, he kept cheating on me, but like he could have cheated on anyone else, but he chose me. He wanted to cheat on me.
I love that for you. I love your perspective.
Now I would never.
No.
Ugh,
and you
dead to
shouldn't.
me.
Ew.
I would if someone cheated on me and it was public, the way I ruined their life in such a pleasant way where you would never, well, I mean, delete this episode.
Right.
Obviously,
Right.
in the future when it's happening.
Right.
Because, you know, I just am admitting
It's
guilt.
not going to happen.
But it's in a way where I would just figure out ways to just ruin their lives without ever showing anger.
Right.
So I would rise above it by ruining them.
That's how Scorpio rises above. I agree.
But
with
my
you.
life will be better.
I do breakups on a big scale. I'm not doing some fucking small town shit. Like, I fucking broke up with my ex and then I shot Sports Illustrated immediately after.
Yes. Like that.
That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. I want to take a literal shit on you.
Yeah.
And boss up.
It's like you wanted someone else for so long. Guess what? Now I'm becoming someone else and you will never have me.
This is a rebrand.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
didn't fuck me, you fuck the old body.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah. And then I'll do all the YouTube like, okay, guys, I have to open up about my ex-boyfriend.
So I'm sure by now you guys have noticed.
I'm just going to tell everyone. I mean, you guys don't go after him, but if you wanted to, like, I understand.
He's still a great person deep down.
Kinda, I guess. But you guys figure it out on your own. Obviously, I don't have the best judgment, so maybe what I'm saying is not, like, correct.
Sometimes people grow apart. And sometimes people grow to go be with somebody else.
But I'm also too, I say that now, but I feel like I would be too proud. Like,
I would never.
Even, it's like, it's not sharing with the world. I don't mind. And once I'm over it, but it's more about I don't need this person to know that I'm hurting over them. It's like you didn't want me, then you know what? F you. Like, you don't need to know that I'm struggling.
Right. I'm Kamie Crawford, host of the Relationshit podcast. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see more videos, click below to subscribe and like this video for more Dear Media content. So shut up and listen.